Welcome to Cybrary. I am Raymond Evans and I will be your subject matter expert for Cybrary's web app penetration testing course. In this video, we will be discussing environment setup. So what will be covered? We're going to be talking about what to download, how to install and set up your Kali 2 box, and the Pentester Labs and how to set them up. So what to download? Well, first you're going to want to go to the offensivesecurity.com's website and download the newest image of Kali. You could also go to the Kali website and download from there. However, it's best to download the pre-made VMware image that they have rather than an ISO, because sometimes the ISOs act funny when you try to install them. So let's go look at what I'm talking about. Alright, so here I am on the Kali page, and you'll see these different ISO images here. Now you're not going to want to download them. What you're going to want to do is go down to the Kali virtual images and go to that page. So we already have it up here. And you're going to want to download one of these VM images. So they have a pre-built Kali VM image, VMware image, and then a VirtualBox image. So whichever software you might be using to run your virtualized environment, if you have a preference, go with that virtualized environments software. And next we're going to download VMware Player. So just go to the VMware website, go to the downloads, and you'll be able to find it there. You can also just type this link in here and go directly to it. So when you're downloading your Kali 2 virtual image, if you decide to use VMware Player, download the VMware Player version of the Kali virtual machine image. And if you go to that link, this is the page that you will see. So if you have Windows or Linux you're choosing, download the appropriate software. And then finally, Pentester Labs environments. You'll want to go to the pentesterlab.com website /exercises, and any environments that we may be coming across in this course, that's where they will be located at. Next, we're going to go on to how to set up Kali 2. And it's also suggested at this step that you download the Arachni tool from this link here. Now, do this download from your virtual machine. Do not do it from your Windows or Linux desktop. Do it from your virtual machine, so the tool is on your Kali box. So here we are, and we've downloaded the Kali 2 virtual machine image. So what we're going to do is simply unzip it or unrar it, whatever software you're using to decompress it. Drag and drop it to decompress it. Alright, we have the files fully extracted now. We're going to go in, and you're simply going to click on the VMX file. Click I copied it. And now you have a fully functioning copy of Kali Linux. Username root, password TOOR. Those are the default credentials for any Kali image. So if you download a different Kali image, the credentials will be root and TOOR. Then once you come into this environment, go and download that Arachni tool that I had told you about. You will need it for further lessons in this course. Next, you're going to need to set up a pen tester lab. Pen tester labs are really simple because the pen tester labs will actually unpackage everything for you, and there's only minor things that you're going to have to change, such as your IP address inside the lab. So let's go check that out real quick, okay? Alright, here we are in the VMware workstation, and you're going to want to create a new virtual machine. You're going to create a virtual machine from a disk image file. So let's select SQLi to shell 2. You're going to want to name it something that you're going to remember. Select how much disk space you want to allocate to it, and click Finish. Like I said before, these environments are awesome because they run through and set everything up for you, and all you have to do is change the IP configuration. Alright, so we're going to do a simple IF config here, and the IP address is 192.168.101.130. So you're going to do an IF config 192.168.1.11 because, or whatever network you're running on. Myself, I'm running this virtual environment on a 192.168.1.0 with a CIDR notation of 24. So I will add a CIDR notation of 24 here, and it says error fetching interface device not found. That's because we need to do ifconfig eth0 because we are saying which interface we want, and it says permission denied. Well, because we're not root, you can't do that. So what we're going to do is type sudo bang bang. What that's doing is saying, hey, run that last command that I asked, but do it with sudo permissions. And it changed. So now let's go over to our Linux environment. So here I am in my Linux environment, and what we're going to want to make sure first on our VMware here environment is we want to go to Players, the Player tab up here, go to Manage Virtual Machine Settings, and you're going to want to go to your network adapter, and you're going to need to change this to VMnet 1 host only. It's very important to do that because if you're running this vulnerable environment and there's somebody on the network outside and they're scanning your network and they see that, they could potentially use that as a way of trying to get into your network. And also, you want to be on a VMnet 1 local host for all of this stuff, because if you are doing something in Kali Linux and you are sending a SQL injection or cross-site scripting, or running SQL map against a IP address, you want to make sure that that is on a network where nothing else is going to get touched. And by doing VMnet 1, nothing else will get touched. You are safe. You're good to fire away all the crazy packets that you want. So now we have that on that environment, on that network. So we're going to open up the terminal here real quick, and we're going to do a quick ping check. And hooray, it can see it. So now let's open up Iceweasel. And simply type 192.168.1.11. Let me check my IP configuration here. Oh, there we go. It came up. So here we are. We are now on that vulnerable web page. So that's how you set up those virtual machines, and that's how you network between them and ensure that you're able to communicate. So set up your SQL injection to shell environment as I showed you, and also set up web for pen testers as well. So what was covered? Talked about what to download, how to install Kali 2, how to run the Pentester Labs and do a little networking between the both of them. So happy hacking, everyone.